Did you know that longitudinal research published in the Intelligence Journal suggests that cognitive reasoning tests, specifically those measuring G or general intelligence, are often better predictors of future academic success than traditional math or reading exams? This is because they measure potential and not just what a child has memorized. So, this is the philosophy behind the test that we are decoding today, that is the CAT4. But here is the catch for our NRI parents. Now, there are two tests called CAT4. One checks that if your child can do math, and the other checks if your child can mentally rotate a 3D cube in space. So, mixing them up could cost you an admission seat. Hi, I'm Gurpreet from Wizdomi. So, we specialize in personalized one-on-one live tuition for K-12 and competitive exam preparation. So, today I'm going to guide you through the Cognitive Abilities Test 4th edition. I'll explain exactly which version you need, how the SAS score works, and how to prepare for a test that schools claim that you cannot study for. First, the most critical distinction. If you are in Canada, you might hear about the Canadian Achievement Test or CAT4. That tests math and reading. That is not what we are discussing today. We are discussing the GL assessment CAT4. This is a cognitive ability test. Well, it measures a child's ability to reason with logic, shapes, and space. It is conducted by GL Assessment, a leading UK-based provider. It's the gold standard for British international schools globally and is increasingly used in US and Canada for gifted and talented identification. So scores are typically valid for 2 years as cognitive development can shift rapidly in childhood. The GL-CAT4 is strictly digital and timed. It is divided into 4 batteries: verbal, non-verbal, quantitative, and spatial reasoning. Verbal reasoning tests thinking with words, and non-verbal reasoning tests thinking with shapes. So quantitative reasoning tests thinking with numbers, and spatial reasoning tests thinking with space, like mental paper folding. The secret weapon, the spatial reasoning section, is unique to CAT4. It tests STEM potential. If your child is bad at mental math but great at Legos, this section will boost their score significantly. So students aged 6 to 17 can take it. You cannot register for CAT4 individually like the SAT. It is school administered, so the school that you are applying to will send you an invite. Now, fees are usually covered by the school's application fee. It is almost exclusively computer based. Now, GL assessment officially says no preparation is required. At Wizdomi, we say familiarization is essential. Now why? Because the question formats are really weird. If your child spends 30 seconds figuring out what to do, they will run out of time. So you should start 4 weeks before. Do not over-prep. And the common mistake is ignoring vocabulary. So the verbal section depends heavily on knowing word meaning. If your child doesn't know what opposite or synonym means, their reasoning won't save them. On exam day, arrive 20 minutes early. So no calculators, no dictionaries. CAT4 results are definitely complex. You don't get a percentage. You get an SAS, that is standard age score. 100 is the exact average. 127 and above is very high, which is the top 4% of the population, and the scores are also grouped into bands called Stanine. So Stanine 9 is top tier. And for our Wizdomi families, here is the geography of CAT4. In UK and Dubai, this is the standard entrance exam. If you're moving there, you need this. In Canada and USA, you will likely only see this if you are applying to a specific British curriculum school or a gifted program. Let's answer the top 5 questions. Is CAT4 an IQ test? Technically, yes, because it measures cognitive potential. Can we use a calculator for the quantitative section? No, we can't. My child is ESL, will they fail? Not necessarily. The non-verbal and spatial sections are language neutral. Is negative marking used? No. Always guess if you don't know. So how can Wizdomi help? We provide specific familiarization modules for the unique spatial and non-verbal question types. The CAT4 reveals your child's hidden potential, the raw intelligence that grades sometimes miss. Whether you are aiming for a gifted program or an international transfer, understanding this test is the first step. So do check the description for links to the official GL sample questions. I'm Gurpreet and I'll see you in the next video.